Hello everybody, this is Tazalon and I'm in Erlenberg Assault Defense in my VK2801 for Lighthouse After Actions Report number 24. This is going to have a lot of different things to discuss. I know if you go to the official WOT forums, you find a lot of threads or comments in threads where people are saying scouting is dead and there's no use to have scout tanks anymore. VK2801 is dead. Then you see other comments where people say, trying to tell new scouts, never fire your gun. Guns, scout guns aren't good enough to hurt other tanks, especially higher tier tanks and things like that. There's all kinds of disinformation about scouts out there. One of the biggest ones, of course, is that scouting is dead. It's not dead. It's alive and well, despite Wargaming's apparent, seemingly best efforts to kill it. And so in this battle, we're going to see two scouts carry the team. The 1390 and I end up with 12 of the 15 kills. We certainly don't do that by not firing our guns. There are times when you shouldn't fire your gun. There are a lot of times you should. And even if you have a great passive spotting location where you can't fire early in the game, normally by the middle part or the latter stages of the game, it's time for you to move on and start doing damage. In this battle, there's 2 artillery on each team, 2 scouts on each team, and a good mix of other tanks. A little bit heavy on heavies on the offensive side, but really that's good for them on an assault roll. They want to have firepower and tanks that are able to absorb damage as they push forward. I'm going to go over to the east. And as always, I'm watching. See who's coming with me. The Centurion's coming over here, so that's a good start. I see 3 or 4 heavies. I think 3 heavies plus a artillery moving over as well. The 1390's moving down the middle. And it looks like he's going to set up down there and just try to snipe. T-37 came this way, so I probably can't back up all the way. I usually go up to this bush. I want to see if I can get up there. I do. And right away I have targets to fire. I'm not going to hold my fire and just passive spot because of the fact that the tanks back there are often in positions where my support can't shoot them. So I want to blast them. I want them to move. I want them to try to come get me and move forward and move into position where our guys can hit them. So I shoot and I run away. I'm going to have to turn sideways to get the depression. I'm going to shoot, not wait to see if I get spotted. I know I'm going to be spotted, so I run away. I just keep repeating this. In this case, I didn't get spotted because the T-20 had moved. He's down in the middle of the valley there where you can't see me, but he'll become a player here again soon. And there he is. I get another shot at him. I'm the only one that can shoot him at the moment. Get concealment back, move back up and see if I can get him again. Now you may be able to see me right here. I have to move forward. There it is. I'm hoping somebody else will take a shot at him because every time I do this I run the risk of taking damage. I really don't want to right now. He shoots at me into the dirt, and that gives me the luxury of stopping and aiming in and getting a good stable shot at him, get some more damage. We have a T-29 moving down to take him out, so that's perfect. Because I can't play the game I'm playing very long without taking damage. There's no sense taking damage when I have teammates that can go kill him. Over in the middle, the 1390's already taken out 2 different tanks that have come in and tried to take him on. Now it looks like we just have 2 more heavies to deal with down here to clear the side. Now I'm going to move over into the middle, and I'm thinking if those 2 guys are tied up fighting, I can use that opportunity to break out down into the middle of the south and see if I can find their artillery or come around behind them. I'll decide which one I'm going to do as I go. And with the T-29 appearing to be frozen back there, I'm going to go see if I can find the artillery real fast. 1390's content still to sit here, or sit where he's at, because he's getting to put up damage and kills. And here's the first arty. There's the second one over to my right. I get a big hit, not quite a kill. We have to cross over. I don't know if he was ready to fire or not, but if I would have stayed on that side of him, he would have had an easy shot on me, so I had to cross over and hope he couldn't squeeze the trigger in time. Oh man, I missed that shot. I'll get another one. I wanted to put a shot on him. I can't get across the river right there without really slowing down, so I'm going to have to run this way, hopefully get out from in front of his gun, and I track him on that, so now I have another easy kill. Bam. Here comes the T-29 at me. Now, sometimes you just have to give up a shot. Okay? I know he's going to shoot me. I have to fix my engine real quick. I'm going to get behind him, and this is a done deal here. Bam! I didn't have any way of escaping that first shot, so if I would have tried to back up or do anything that wasn't aggressive, I probably would have died. My only hope was to charge him and get to the side of his gun. I'll get the snipe on the TD. Oops. $1390's up to 5 kills. He's going up. As you can see, he crossed the bridge and now he's trying to come in behind everybody and flank them, which is perfect. Only 4 tanks left to go. So right now, out of 11 kills, the scouts have 8 of them. And now he's up to 6. He'll get a top gun, unless I kill all 3 left. And he'll probably still get a top gun for out damaging me. I'm trying to figure out where that TD went. Oh, there he is way up there. Man, he got out of dodge real fast. Get to snipe him again. This time I'll hit him. And I think he's going to disappear before I get to shoot again. Okay, I'll have to chase him down. I fire 1 shot just in case I get lucky. Had very little chance of hitting him. And he's up to 7 kills now. There's 2 tanks left. I think he's reloading because he's dropping back. So I'm going to get to shooting to the back of this guy or side of him. He's tracked and he repairs and moves out. So as long as he's looking down toward the river, I'm going to try to come in here. I'm going to pretend like I'm coming toward the heavy and then cut back, hopefully get behind him and take him out. Here we go. I come in on him. The IS-3 is looking at me, so I'm going to try to get the TD between me and him. Let's see, I move up here to where the heavy can't shoot at me. I'm completely using the TD to block him. Yeah, it looks like the IS-3 is coming at me this way, so he's looking the other way. I'm going to shoot him and go behind him. He's trying to swing his turret around. I'm going to beat that traverse, get behind him, and this is it. For the win. So let's look at this. The only two tanks left on the battlefield, on either side, are our lights. Twisted Knot got 7 kills. I got 5. We got 12 out of our 15 kills because scouts are dead. They're no good. They don't have good guns. Don't fire. And it's true on some of the maps where there's channel maps and things like that, quarter maps. It's hard to perform well if you just want to spot. But there's this huge misconception in the wargaming community that scouts just spot. They don't. They never have. In almost every game you play, you will both spot and deal damage. How much damage you deal is somewhat predicated on how many spots you're getting and whether your team's responding to them, if you're even able to spot in the first place. In this game, I combine. I spotted for my team because of where the enemy tanks were, farther down to the south. They weren't really in a good position to shoot down there. There's nothing I can do about that. They're sitting on that ridge behind me, and unless they move and reposition, then I can spot all day and nothing's going to happen. So I just take the initiative and fire myself. If I hit the enemy tanks to the south, hopefully they move into a position where my team can then hit them. Finally, the one heavy, I think it was a heavy, decided to move down to the south. And once that started, the rest of the team came with him, and I was able to sneak down the middle, go find the artillery, and take them out. A lot of times when you're coming in on an arty or a TD, tanks with limited turret movement, if any turret movement, they are already kind of pointed at you, or they're rotating over toward you, and just before they get their gun on you where they're able to shoot, if you can reverse your direction and cross over in front of their gun, they physically can't press the fire button in time to shoot you. And once you get the other way, then they have to reverse the rotation on their tank. And if you do it just right, by the time they get reversed, it doesn't matter. You have their flank or they're dead. I call it a crossover. It's a good skill to develop. You can use it a lot of different times. And then at the end with the IS-3, I think it was, he was looking back, I believe, at the 1390, and I recognized that. I saw the opportunity to move in on him. He tried to traverse around to me, and he just was a little bit behind me. And then the last thing I want to mention again is on the T-29. I was down by the river. I couldn't cross the river to get away. It's all open space. I can't get out of his line of fire. So whenever you're caught in a position like that, usually the most effective thing you can do is to charge towards the enemy tank. The reason being, he gets one shot at you, and then as you move closer and closer to him and you start to circle him, you're forcing him to traverse way too far, too much of it I can't even think of the term right now, but you make his gun have to rotate too many degrees in order to stay trained on you. You get ahead of his turret rotation and then you can finish him off. But that only works if you charge towards him. If you try to circle him at distance, you make it easy for him to kill you. If you try to run away, you make it easy for him to kill you. If you charge right to him, then you get so close that you can circle faster than he can turn his gun, and then you get the kill instead of him. It's something where you can't hesitate. You just have to say, I need to attack him. It's my only chance to live. From, let's see here, let's see what I got. I got 2,197 XP, 3 spots, 436 spotting damage, 5 kills, 2,228 damage. In Twisted Knot, ended up getting over 3,000 damage, top gun, and a high caliber. So scouts carry the day. You can make an impact on every battle you fight in if you play smart. From Erlenberg Assault Defense, showing off some light power. Happy hunting.